What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at y'all with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love. How are you guys doing, man? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. If you want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. And shout out to my notification gang. I would love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw today was Leo. So we're gonna go ahead and get it started. But happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. And let's see what we got going on. Starting out here with the Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, team Leo, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Leo, starting out here with the overall energy for you, is going to be the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So you could be connecting here potentially with a earth sign for a few of you. Having a look at your current situation, we have here the Four of Pentacles. Taking a look here at what it is you're dealing with, we have the High Priestess in reverse. And then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Two of Pentacles. So let's see what's going on here for the Leo. Oh, hold on a second, Leo. Apparently, we're having some technical difficulties over here. I don't know why my second camera is not working. So hold on a second, guys, while I try to figure this out. It's plugged in, though, for sure. But for some reason, we're not getting video. All right, I guess we're just going to run with it. I wanted my second camera to be doing its thing, but we're going to have a black screen instead. So anyways, Leo, how are you? Jumping back on into your reading, let's see what we got going on. It's just going to be the front-facing camera here for today. So coming into your overall energy, we do start here with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So Queen of Pentacles reverse showing up here for you. Definitely kind of feels to me like you're in a space here where you're not really feeling or thinking all that much about yourself here moving into tomorrow. I mean, taking a look here at your current energy being the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles here is a card where you're kind of holding on to something. So I feel like there is something concerning you at this moment in time, or something potentially bothering you. Having a look at what it is you're dealing with the High Priestess in reverse. Could potentially be a Pisces for some of you. High Priestess in the reverse position kind of represents you have a bit of an intuitive feeling here, but you can't quite place your finger on it. So I feel like it's a bit of an oddball message. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But I feel like you're getting this intuitive feeling, or you're picking up on this intuitive feeling, Leo, that there's something happening, or there's something off about someone. If you notice in the next 24 hours that somebody comes to mind specifically, and you're often finding yourself thinking about them, and you kind of have a weird feeling about that person, take into consideration checking on that individual moving into your next 24. Definitely feels to me like that would be of benefit to you, because maybe somebody here needs you, maybe somebody here needs to talk, or maybe there's something going on with somebody that you love that's within your life or within your inner circle, and just by reaching out to that person, it could really make all the difference. So I kind of feel like that's a situation showing up here for a few of you. You know, looking at the outcome here being the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles here could represent that maybe somebody here is not in the most balanced place. And with that being said, Leo, you being able to be there for them is definitely going to be of benefit to them. So that's what I got showing up here for you. Pretty much, if somebody comes to mind, or if you have like a bit of a weird feeling about somebody, or if you're noticing that you're kind of repetitively, thinking about an individual in your life, and you just can't understand why you are feeling this way and why you're thinking about them, reach out to them. I feel like somebody here may potentially need you in your life, okay? All right, Team Leo, though, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we started out here with the fire signs for today. We're going to go ahead and do fire, water, air, and earth. Jumping on into the water, let's see what we got going on here for the Cancer gang. What's going on, baby? Messages here for the Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Cancerian, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Cancer, give me 1 second, y'all, and we'll see what we got. By the way, guys, just want to mention real quick, if the video seems laggy or anything like that, it's my internet just being a little bit weird. It actually was totally fine before we started, but then suddenly I went live and poof, technical difficulties happened. So my second camera doesn't want to work and internet's dropping a little bit. So for those of you that are seeing it buffer, my apologies. It's not really in my control. It's just how the internet's going to be here today. So I've been dealing with lots of technical problems, man. It's a pain in the ass for sure. So jumping on into it, as long as you can hear me right, jumping on into it, Cancer, overall energy here for you is going to be the Star in reverse. You could be connecting with an Aquarius, possibly having a look here at your current energy. We have the Lovers in reverse, looking at what you're dealing with, Knight of Wands reversed, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Three of Cups in the reverse position. So Cancer, coming on into your next 24 hours, let's see what's in store here for you. Well, we have the Star in reverse. We also have the Lovers in the reverse position too. So I kind of feel like you're in a space right now where you don't really feel totally aligned with whatever it is that you're doing. This is kind of giving me the vibration, Cancer, that you don't feel aligned with what you're doing. You're not necessarily happy with what you're doing. So this could be about not being essentially ecstatic about something in life. Maybe you're not happy with your work scenario. Maybe you're not particularly happy or connected right now to whatever you're chasing after in life or whatever your dreams may be. I just feel like you're in a space right now where it's like, I don't know, I'm doing something I just totally don't feel connected to. Having a look here at what it is you're dealing with, we do have here the Knight of Wands in reverse. So Knight of Wands reversed typically tends to represent that you're in a space and time right now where you want to put it to a halt. You want to stop what it is you're doing, because looking at the outcome here for you, Cancer, we do have here the Three of Cups reversed, and Three of Cups reversed represents you're not in a place of joy. You're kind of unhappy with the way that things are going. So, you know, if you're a Cancer right now and you're not particularly happy with your job, if you're a Cancer right now and you're not particularly happy with your relationship or whatever kind of investments you've made, you know, I think there's a certain reasoning that's keeping you involved in whatever this is. You know, for example, maybe you're not happy with your job, but you're making money. Maybe you're not happy with your relationship, but you're less lonely. You know, at the end of the day, I just feel like it's not worth it. I feel like the trade-off isn't worth it for you, Cancer. And I think that you should take a step back and focus on what's truly going to bring in genuine happiness for you. Because even if you might get something positive out of a negative situation, you know, at the end of the day, it's still a negative situation, right? So I think that that's something to really pay attention to here, Cancer, and to take a step back and put your happiness in the top of the priority list. I think that that's the most important thing when it really comes down to it, you know? You know, we can have all the money we need, but it doesn't mean we're going to be happy. We can be less lonely being around other people, but if those people aren't fulfilling to us, we're still in a way lonely, right? So whatever you're connected to right now that you're not particularly all that fond of, I don't feel like the trade-off is worth it. All right, Cancer, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up the water and we did the fire. Real quick, guys, I'm just going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I'm just going to see if I can try to fix this internet issue and these technical difficulties that are happening. Like I said, I apologize, guys. I really wish it wasn't like this, but unfortunately it's out of my control. So I'm going to see if I can try to do something about it, and then we'll get back on into the rest of the video. So stay tuned. Give me about a minute or two and we'll be right back. Okay. Thank you all very, very much.
I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love, 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 fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't want.
All right, everybody, we are back. Sorry about that. Appreciate the wait. As I previously mentioned, I'm not sure if it's going to fix anything. I want to see if my second camera got fixed. Nope. The second camera's still not wanting to work today either. So hope you guys can bear with me today throughout all these technical difficulties. I apologize once again, but let's see what we got going on, though, with the rest of these zodiac signs that we have here for today. So we did our water. We did our fire. Jumping on into the air signs. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Libra gang. Let's see what we got going on, baby. Messages for Team Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? All right, Team Libra, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Libra, overall energy here for you is going to be the Star in reverse. So you could be connecting here potentially with an Aquarius for a few of you. Having a look at your current energy, we do have here the Eight of Cups reversed, looking at what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Eight of Wands. And then lastly, for the outcome for you, Libra, is going to be the Three of Swords in the reverse position. So Libra, coming into your next 24 hours, Star in reverse here to the Eight of Cups in the reverse position. I kind of get a little bit of a feeling where it's like you're not feeling super hopeful, but you're giving something another chance is almost what it looks like to me, because you do have here the Eight of Cups reversed, which is a card that can represent you're returning or you're coming back to a situation in your life. So it looks like you're reinvesting into something, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to get my hopes up, you know? So Star in reversed here says, no matter what I'm returning to, no matter what I'm reinvesting into, I'm not going to be in a place where I'm going to get my hopes up. Having a look at what it is you're dealing with, you're going to be dealing with the Eight of Wands. So it's almost like you'll be entertaining a conversation, or you'll be engaging in a conversation. It's kind of like, I'll see what happens, ultimately, is what it looks like. Maybe an ex wants to have a conversation and chat with you, and you're like, okay, I'll hear this person out. Maybe an old friend that you don't talk to anymore wants to talk to you, you'll hear him out. It's kind of like one of these situations where somebody wants to get your attention in some sort of way. I feel like for most of you, that's going to come through the premise of a conversation. Like somebody just wants to talk, they want to chat. And with that being said, once you have this conversation, you're like, okay, I'll hear him out, I'll see what happens. But regardless, looking at the outcome here being the Three of Swords reversed, I feel like you're going to come to the terms here, Libra, that even after giving somebody like the opportunity or the floor to speak, right? You just don't really feel much. I think you're still going to realize at the end of the day, you know, despite whatever happened between me and who this person is, I just still don't really feel much. And I wasn't hopeful going into this, and I didn't hold my breath going into this. And then now that I kind of gave this person the floor to speak, I realize this is still something that I don't want. And I'm kind of happy the way that my life is and how everything ended up panning out for you. So it could be an ex, like an ex-lover, an ex-friend. It could be literally anybody. Doesn't matter who it is. But I feel like somebody wants to come back in your life, and you gave them an opportunity, but it's just an opportunity that I feel still really isn't worth it to you. You're like, I'm pretty much happy where I am right now. All right, Team Libra, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up the air, we did the water and the fire, jumping on into the earth sign. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Capricorn. What do we got going on, baby? What messages do we got showing up here for the zodiac sign of Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac signs of Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Capricorn, let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Having a look here at the overall energy for you. We start here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Taking a look at your current energy, we have the Page of Wands reversed. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got the Six of Cups reversed. And looking at the outcome, we also have here another reversal, Three of Wands in the reverse position. So we do have all four reversals across the board, but not always necessarily a bad thing. So Wheel of Fortune reversed here to the Page of Wands in reverse. This is kind of giving me the vibe here that something isn't changing, because Wheel of Fortune represents, well, Wheel of Fortune upright could represent things turning in your favor. Wheel of Fortune reversed is kind of the opposite of that. So there's something here that's not changing to your favor, and I think you're starting to become very uninterested, all right? So Capricorn, you're becoming interested in something for sure. Taking a look at what it is you're dealing with the Six of Cups in the reverse position. So this very well likely could be about becoming uninterested in waiting. It almost feels like you're getting ready to leave someone or leave a situation in the past, because the situation that's at hand here seems pretty stagnant. You know, looking at the outcome being the Three of Wands reversed, if we think about the Three of Wands in the upright position, Three of Wands upright represents waiting, but in the reverse position, it says, I'm no longer going to wait on anything anymore going forward. So Capricorn, I kind of feel like you were waiting for something to happen. Maybe somebody here said, hey, Capricorn, I'm going to take you out on a date. And they said that last week. And then, another week goes by and another week goes by and another week goes by, and they still never took you out on that date. You're like, well, I've been waiting for this to happen, but at the end of the day, since it hasn't, I'm starting to lose interest. So I definitely feel like it could be about somebody who didn't live up to what they said they would do. It could be about somebody here who maybe made a promise and that promise was never fulfilled. It could be about somebody who just said, hey, wait on this, wait on that. You've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and nothing has come of it. So Capricorns, yeah, you're tired of playing the waiting game over here. You're getting ready to kind of leave something in the past and carry on with your life. And I definitely don't blame you. I think that it's never worth it to wait around in situations. If somebody wants something to happen, it's going to happen, point blank, period. And if somebody says they're going to do something, they can either do it or not. And if they're not doing it, then they're probably not going to do it anytime soon. So Capricorns, yeah, you're really over the waiting game here. And I definitely feel like you're going to pick things up and you're going to go ahead and do you. All right, Cappy, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up the first batch of zodiac signs for today's daily reading. Now jumping on into our second batch, let's go ahead and jump back into the fire and see what we got going on here for the Sagittarius. What's going on? What do we got going on here for Sag, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got showing up for the zodiac signs of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? All right, Team Sagittarius, let's go ahead and see what's up. Hopefully all is well. Overall energy for you is going to be the Knight of Pentacles. So you could be connecting here possibly with an earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look at your current energy, we do have here the Chariot. Taking a look here at what it is you're dealing with, we have here the King of Cups. And then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Page of Pentacles. So let's see what's going on here for you. Saggy, Knight of Pentacles, Chariot card upright. Kind of already gives me a vibe here that things are rapidly growing. Well, not rapidly growing, but they're growing in a very stable manner, like slowly but steadily. Something in your life here is growing. So Knight of Pentacles here, Chariot here, something seems to be working out for you for sure. Could be something going on with a Cancer maybe. If you're connecting with a Cancer romantically, this might be that you and the Cancer individual you're dealing with are really growing in your love and romantic endeavors, in a very slowly but steady type of manner. Now, having a look at what you're dealing with here, you do have here the King of Cups. King of Cups is a card here that represents being very fulfilled emotionally, feeling like you're in a very good state emotionally. So your emotional state of being seems relatively positive. I just feel like the general gist of the message is right now, something in my life is growing very steadily. It's been very good, and I have no complaints. For some of you, maybe this is about your financial investments. You might be in a good place financially right now, where you've been setting aside X amount of dollars a month from your paycheck, and you've been seeing your bank account start to grow slowly but steadily over a fixed amount of time. And it's like, wow, if I keep going at this rate, only imagine my future with how much I get to save and how great my financial situation is going to improve. So I feel like for many of you, you've really just been taking your time with something, and the more time you've taken with it, the more you've seen how amazing it's growing and how great of a direction it's going in. And that starts to give you a glimpse into a future that's going to be pretty damn positive. So Sagittarius, I feel like for many of you, you're taking your time with something and it's proving to really work within your favor. Whether that's your love, your romantic relationship, whether that's in love, whether it's in your finances, whether it's in your friendships. The more time you're taking and setting aside and investing into something, and by going at a good steady pace, the more you're starting to see genuine growth. Looking at the outcome here being the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles here says, this is an investment that I know I'm going to make a return on, but most importantly, this is an investment that I'm going to keep on investing in. All right. So I love that for you, man. That's really fantastic. Really, really nice message here for you. You see a pretty steady future coming up here for you with whatever you're dealing with, okay? And like I previously mentioned, whether it's love, whether it's finances, whether it's friendships, you're slowly but surely getting somewhere, and you see a really good future in store here for you. All right? I love that for you. That's awesome. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up the fire, jumping back on into the water, baby. What do we got going on here for the Pisces? What do we got going on here for the fish, baby? Messages here for Team Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on, baby? What's showing up here for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Pisces, we're going to get ourselves 2 more shuffles, and then we'll see what we got going on for the fish. Hopefully, the fish are doing well. Let's see what we got going on, okay? Pisces, overall energy here for you is going to start out with the King of Cups. So that's the overall energy of your read. Looking at your current energy, we got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. What you're dealing with, Fool in reverse. Outcome for you, Three of Wands in the upright position. So Piscean coming into your next 24 hours, King of Cups being the overall energy, current energy, Four of Pentacles reversed. I think this is about feeling like you can be more vulnerable in a situation, because the King of Cups is a card that represents being in a great state emotionally, right? Being in a good, or how do I want to say this? Like your emotional well-being is in a very good state. That's what I wanted to say. And with the Four of Pentacles reversed, Four of Pentacles reversed could represent that you're dropping this barrier that you've had, okay? So I feel like for Pisces, it's about moving into more of a vulnerable state. If you've had any walls up, if you've had any barriers up, you're getting rid of those here in the next 24, and you're getting ready here to be more vulnerable with somebody in your life. Having a look at what you're dealing with here, we do have the Fool in reverse. So it feels to me like you're getting ready to do this. You're getting ready to drop the barriers, and then suddenly something kind of spooks you, and then you go back into recluse. You go back into hermit mode. You're like, I was going to be vulnerable with somebody. I was going to open up to somebody. But then, I don't know, something kind of snapped me back into that recluse type of energy. So I feel like that might be potentially happening here for a few of you. And then looking at the outcome, Three of Wands, somebody here is kind of still waiting on you to see the real you and to see all of who you are. So Pisces, I feel like you might talk yourself out of opening up tomorrow, you know, whether it's about showing somebody who you truly are in love, showing somebody who you truly are in your friendships, or maybe somebody just genuinely wants to talk to you and to get to really know the real you. And I feel like you're going to stop yourself in your tracks, and you're going to put that wall right back up. But let me tell you, putting that wall right back up is what's going to push you away from people in your life, and it's going to push you away from connecting with people in the future who can genuinely be some really awesome people to have in your life. You know, the more we have our walls up, the more we have our barriers up, the more alone we actually tend to become. And if you don't want to be in that period of time where you are alone, and if loneliness is not something you do particularly enjoy, it's going to be a time to say, I need to stop blocking myself from showing other people who I am, because that's also blocking you essentially from being able to get to really know who other people are as well. So if you have a shield up right now and you were like, you know, I should drop it, I should tap into my vulnerability a bit, and then you jump right back and you get back into recluse. If that's the case for you, Pisces, my best advice here for you is drop that shield and keep it down. You know, I understand that most of the time people in their lives often put up a shield of armor, if that's what you want to call it, to protect themselves from getting hurt. Here's the thing. You will end up hurting yourself far more when you end up isolating yourself from ever being able to connect with anybody ever. Because when we isolate ourselves, we don't get to truly connect with people. You're going to hurt yourself more isolating than if you put yourself out there and you be vulnerable. It is inevitable in life that people are going to hurt us. It's inevitable in life that people are going to do things, say things, and have things happen that break our fucking hearts. And there's nothing we can do about it, because it's going to happen to everybody, and it's a part of life. But you're going to be missing out by being in that place to truly get to connect with people, because the only way you can genuinely connect with somebody is by being completely open. And the more that we keep blocking ourselves from that, the more we're missing out on some pretty pivotal connections that can be really important in our lives, you know? So that's what I got in store here for you, Pisces. Of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But if this does happen to be your energy, I think it's worth it to be vulnerable and to be open, because whoever you're dealing with, or whoever you will connect with in the future, you might miss out on some really great connections. And that's definitely something you don't want to do. All right, Pisces, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all of the beautiful water. We did the fire, jumping on into the air sign now. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Gemini gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages here for Team Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Gemini, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on for you, baby. Hopefully all is well. Gemini, overall energy for you is going to be the Page of Cups. Taking a look here at your current energy, we do have here the Eight of Cups. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got the Ten of Swords, and looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Fool in the reversed position. So coming into your next 24 hours, let's go ahead and talk about it. Page of Cups here, Eight of Cups here. I do feel like this is about walking out of one situation and investing yourself into a completely new one. It's very out with the old and in with the new is what it looks like to me here for you. Taking a look here at the overall energy and the current energy, Page of Cups and the Eight of Cups, okay? So Eight of Cups is about walking away from one environment to a new one. Page of Cups is about making a new investment. So when I take a look at what you're dealing with here, you're dealing with the Ten of Swords. So Gemini, coming into your next 24 hours, this very well likely could be leaving one job and investing into a new job. It could be walking away from one relationship and talking to somebody else. It could be letting go of one hobby and investing into a new one. I definitely feel, once again, it's pretty much out with the old and in with the new. And with the outcome here being the Fool in reverse, it's not a blind new beginning. You're not blindly jumping into something new. You are very aware of what you're jumping into, because this new leap of faith you're taking, I feel, is something that you've been paying close attention to. I feel like you've been giving it a lot of thought before you made the investment. So if this is about jumping into a new relationship, you've thought about it, you've got to know the person first before you've made any sort of advances. Now that you know who the person truly is and you know it's something that aligns with you, you'll jump into it, you'll see what happens. But I feel like ultimately it's the same thing with work. It's like, before I quit this job, I want to make sure this new job that I'm going to give a chance to is going to be a job that really works out for me. It's going to be a job that really benefits me. So you took the time to study it, to look at it, to see if it's something valuable to you. And with that being said, you're like, oh yeah, this new job could work for me. So I'm going to go ahead and leave behind the old job, jump into the new job, and everything should be a-okay. So it's pretty much out with the old, in with the new, depending on your situation. It could be many different things, as I previously mentioned, but whatever new thing you're jumping into, I think you took time to make sure it was the right move, and I think you're going to be pretty happy with the move here. I think you're going to be happy with whatever this new thing is, because you took the time to see if it was worth the investment. All right, Team Gemini, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did the water, we did the air, we did the water, we did the fire. Jumping on into the earth sign now. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Taurus gang. What do we got going on for the bull gang, baby? Message is here for Team Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? All right, my bull gang, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on. Hopefully all is well. Taurus, overall energy for you is going to be the King of Cups. It's interesting. The King of Cups has come out for like a lot of zodiac signs today. So happy to see that many of you are in a good place, especially mentally, right? Because that King of Cups is about having an overall good sense of well-being. Taking a look at your current energy, Six of Pentacles, having a look here at what you're dealing with, Chariot in reverse. And then the outcome coming in here for you is going to be the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse position. So Taurus, I think you're getting to a point in time where a lot of you are enjoying the company of yourself. That is immediately what I feel when I look at this message. You're enjoying the company of yourself. You're really starting to feel connected, and you're really starting to understand that no one will ever have your back like you'll have yours. And I think you're realizing that the more you keep investing into yourself, the more you're going to see yourself grow and shine. So looking at what it is you're dealing with here being the Chariot reversed, I think you're now starting to get into a position where it's not about the path you can create with other people, but it's the path that you can make of your own. So I feel like this is some sort of awakening to a new beginning of self-care, but most importantly, it's about investing into a new journey of self. I think many of you are starting to really take a look at yourselves of what you want to do, what you want to change, who you want to become, and you're really starting to put the effort in. And honestly, the more effort you keep putting into yourself, the more you keep building the person you are, the more growth and results you're going to see in return. So I feel like many of you are jumping into a very big self journey of where you want to go, who you want to be, who you want to become. And with the outcome here showing up as the Eight of Pentacles reversed, what I like a lot about this for you, Taurus, is that Eight of Pentacles reversed here says it doesn't even feel like I'm actually working, but instead I'm enjoying the process. Because, right, when we think about working on stuff, most of the time when we hear the word working, we're not particularly fond of it, right? Working to achieve this, working to achieve that, it can seem like it's a very stressful and really hard time. But when we can take a step back and enjoy the process of what we're building, it's a completely different story. So I feel like you're in a position right now where you're building yourself, but you don't feel like you're working a day in your life. And that's something that's actually really freaking awesome to see here for you. So Taurus, I feel like many of you are jumping into a new journey regarding yourself. It's a self journey. You're really going towards being focused on transforming and becoming who you'd like to be and what you would want to bring into the world and who you want to be in general. Love that energy here for you. But most importantly, Six of Pentacles, you're recognizing that any investments I make in myself is a detriment to my growth. So I'm making sure right now that I continue to grow into the best person that I can be. And you're genuinely happy with enjoying the journey, which is really beautiful too. I love it, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Really nice message actually for you. So we finished up our second batch of zodiac signs for today's daily reading. Jumping on back to the last and final batch and jumping back into the fire signs, let's have a look here at the Aries. All right, what do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aries in the next 24 hours? All right, Team Aries, let's see what's going on for the Ram fam. Hopefully y'all are well. Overall energy for you is going to be the Five of Swords. You could be connecting here possibly with an air sign for some of you. Having a look at your current energy, we got the Knight of Pentacles reversed, looking at what you're dealing with. We do have here the Two of Wands, and then lastly for you is going to be the Death in reverse. So Aries, coming into your next 24 hours, Five of Swords here to the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I think this is about getting pushed to your limit. You know, Five of Swords here, Knight of Pence reverse. Knight of Pentacles reverse is a card that represents right off the bat that you're putting something to a halt or you want something to be stopped. So Five of Swords usually talks about a fight, engaging in a conversation that maybe ends poorly. I think right now somebody here is kind of going to, trigger you to the point where it's like, okay, I just don't want to do this anymore. So I feel an energy of needing to detach. Maybe you end up having a fight with somebody. Maybe you end up having a conversation with somebody. It goes in a completely different direction. In the next 24 hours, it's like, I kind of just don't want to talk to somebody right now. I want to isolate from them because I don't like the energy they're bringing in. Looking at what you're dealing with being the Two of Wands kind of feels to me like you're starting to second guess somebody else and you're starting to kind of second guess the relationship that you have with them and wondering if it's worth it or not. Because Two of Wands is like, with what just happened based off the experience I've had, do I really want to go forward with this? Do I not want to go forward with this? So with the outcome here being the Death reversed here says you're not making any sort of, huge changes just yet, but you're kind of starting to second guess whether or not a certain relationship in your life is going to be worth it for you. So if you've been finding yourself clashing with somebody, maybe you've been clashing with friends, maybe you've been clashing with your loved one or your romantic partner, if you find yourself starting to feel uncompatible with somebody in your life who was very important of you or very important to you, you might find yourself wondering, I don't know if it's worth it anymore, especially with the way that things have been recently. So here's always going to be my best advice for situations like this. If you love somebody, if you care about somebody, you guys are going to fight hard just as much as you love hard. And I think that it's important to remember that if we truly love people, there's nothing that can't be accomplished. There's no fight that we can't mend. There's no healing that can't take place. If both people and both parties care, it takes two to tango, but if you both put in the work, everything's going to be okay. But if you're in a place right now where somebody here is not respecting you, or maybe it's nothing but, constant clashing and it's like, I can't take it, I would definitely say have that conversation and let them know that you can't take it anymore, that you're in a space where it's like, I can't take it anymore with the way that they're behaving or with the constant negativity or with the constant fighting. Communicate your feelings and emotions. Let the other person know this is not an environment you're comfortable being involved in. And if there's going to be any change, it has to come from the both of us. Let them know that it takes two to tango. Put yourself out there, be vulnerable. Let them know how you feel. Let them know the game plan of what you'd like to do to mend this relationship going forward, whatever kind of relationship it might be. And at the end of the day, if they choose to not work at this with you, then they can't complain if they lose you. And that's my best advice for you, period. If they don't want to work with you, if they don't want to be It Takes Two to Tango, and they want to continue being the individual that they are and doing the same shit that you're not resonating with, they can't be shocked or surprised if you decide to walk away. So I would say the only time to really walk away is if they're not looking to truly work it with you, All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all the fire signs, jumping back on into the water. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the birthday peeps. All right, what do we got going on here for the Scorpio gang? What's happening, baby? Message is here for Team Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac signs of Scorpio? Scorpio, I want to wish you all a happy birthday and a happy Scorpio season. I hope it's been treating you well and you've been having yourselves a fantastic time, okay? All right, Team Scorpio, we're going to get one more shuffle and we'll see what we got going on. Hopefully all is well. Scorpio, overall energy for you is going to be the 8 of Wands in reverse. So you could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, Leo. Having a look at your current energy, we do have here the 10 of Swords in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we do have the 5 of Cups. And then looking at the outcome for you, Scorpio, is going to be the Queen of Swords in the reverse position. So as far as what I'm seeing here for you and your next 24 hours, 8 of Wands reversed here, 10 of Swords in reverse here. It's about not really wanting to be around something is what it really feels like to me here, because 8 of Wands reversed could talk about communication. So it could mean you're not wanting to talk to somebody, but it also could be like a physical manifestation of where your energy is. So it almost feels to me like you want to be away from something, all right, is what it looks like. So you're not necessarily completely ending something with someone, but you're choosing not to be around someone. Having a look at what you're dealing with here, you're dealing with the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is a card that could represent often, it can often represent, disappointment. So you might be disappointed in somebody right now. You might be disappointed in their actions. And even if that doesn't call for the motion of cutting that person off entirely, by being disappointed in their actions, you're not currently wanting to see them or be around them is what it feels like to me for most of you. So Scorpios, looking at the outcome here for you being this, being the Queen of Swords here in the reverse as well. Queen of Swords reverse is a card of like, I need a moment, I need to detach, I kind of just need to do my own thing. So I'm not sure what somebody did here. It definitely feels external to me because it feels like you're isolating specifically from a specific person. It could be like I'm isolating from my boss because my boss was being a dick. Could be I'm isolating from my boyfriend because my boyfriend fucked up and said one wrong thing. I don't know what it is necessarily, or maybe they said something huge, but you're just in a space right now where it's like, I need to isolate. I need time by myself. I need to kind of just do my own thing due to somebody else's actions or words or anything of that nature. So I definitely see you taking a step back here from someone and just needing space to collect your thoughts because you're pretty disappointed in either what was said or what their actions were. All right. So it could be anybody, like I said, it could be your boyfriend. It could be, your boss. It could be your friend. It could be anybody. All right. So do take it how it resonates. Okay. All right. Team Scorpio, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all of our water. We also did all of our fire. Jumping on into the air signs, we're going to go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Aquarian gang. What's happening, baby? Message is here for Team Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Aqua, we're going to get ourselves one more shuffle over here, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. What do we got going on here for Team Aquarius? Excuse me. Thank you very much. Aqua, overall energy for you is going to be the 2 of Swords in reverse. So 2 of Swords reversed, it usually means like you're making some kind of like final decision. All right. So you're not indecisive about something, but you're making a final decision instead. Having a look at your current energy, we got the Knight of Wands, what you're dealing with. We got the Devil. And then the outcome here for you is going to be the Page of Cups in the reverse position. Let's see what's going on here for you. So 2 of Swords reverse, Knight of Wands upright. Yeah, final decision to kind of just look at stuff, like look at something. I feel like it's about just looking at other options is kind of what it looks like to me here for you, especially because taking a look at what you're dealing with the devil. It is human nature when we feel restricted or trapped or dealing with any sort of restraints. It's human nature to want to not feel that way and to want to feel more free and to want to feel like we have the ability to do whatever it is we want and whatever it is we desire. So the more someone here is making you feel restricted, the more it's almost like you're wanting to rebel. think about, back then when you were a teenager and your parents would tell you no, and you're like, well, fuck it. It makes me want to do it even more, So it's pretty much human nature to feel that way. And I think that ultimately here for you, that's kind of what's happening here. And whether or not it's about somebody you're dealing with romantically, whether or not it's about maybe a friend who's very overprotective or whatever your case might be here, Aquarius, it kind of feels to me like somebody's just being very restrictive or very limiting towards you. And it makes you want to go in the opposite direction and do what you want anyways. So there could be somebody here possibly with control issues, or somebody here possibly who's just been very restrictive, and it's made you want to rebel more and more. Looking at the outcome here for you, being the Page of Cups reversed, Page of Cups reversed here says, why would I respect somebody when respect is earned? If respect is given, it's given back. But at the end of the day, if somebody here isn't respecting you, why would you give respect when it isn't deserved? So I kind of feel this vibe here for you where you're connecting with somebody who's just not understanding the fact that they're coming off a little bit controlling, or maybe you're connecting with somebody who's trying to be very restrictive and you're like, I'm a sovereign being. I can do what I want. I can do what I please. And by you trying to restrict me over here, it makes me want to do my own thing all the more. So with that being said, Aquarius, you're going to be doing your thing, and somebody here is going to see their ego shatter a little bit, because they're going to start to realize I can't control anybody else but myself. Period. And that's what it is. All right, Aquarius, you show them, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all the air signs. We did all the water. We also did all the fire, jumping on to the last but not least zodiac sign for today. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Virgo. All right, what do we got going on here for the Virgo, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Virgo, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on. Hopefully all is well. Virgo, overall energy for you is going to be the Six of Wands. So 6 of Wands coming into play here for you. You could be connecting with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, Leo. Looking at your current energy, we do have here the 10 of Wands. Taking a look here at what it is you're dealing with, we got the 5 of Cups. And then lastly for you, Virgo, is going to be the 8 of Cups. Okay, so for your next 24 hours, 6 of Wands, 10 of Wands, kind of gives me the vibe here that you're successfully being able to move past some of the things that you might have been stopping you in your tracks. 10 of Wands is the card that means you feel like you've accumulated quite a lot of burdens. It's a person that feels like throughout their life, or as of recently or as of lately, you've just been dealing with genuinely a lot. And with that being said here for you, it's like I finally feel like I'm successfully moving away from all the weight that's been on my shoulders. I feel like I can finally let that go. So you're not feeling as slowed down, restricted, or stuck anymore. You're starting to feel a little bit more weightless as time goes on, which is good. So what's happening here for you, and I feel like for a while, Virgo, you weren't realizing this. I think what's happening is your repressed emotions are finally coming to the surface, and you probably didn't see that the emotions previously were repressed. And most of the time, I feel like we don't, because it can be really hard sometimes to spot certain repressed emotions. But when we start to recognize that over time, we start to see, oh, that's why shit has been so heavy. That's why the energies have been so heavy, because I've repressed X, Y, and Z. So I feel like you're starting to realize that there's been a lot of emotions you've been repressing as of late. So looking at what you're dealing with here being the 5 of Cups here is the feeling time, okay? Meaning that these emotions are going to come up, these situations are going to come up, everything you've repressed is going to start to come to the surface, and as it does, you get to feel it. Now I know, you're like, what a reward, what a reward. I get to feel my feelings and emotions. That's fantastic, right? I know it sucks sometimes to feel our feelings, especially if they're feelings of sadness or anything of that nature, but the number one great thing about feeling is that feeling is indeed healing. And the more that we tend to feel, the more we will heal, and the more we'll let go of all that shit anyways. So I feel here for you, if anything's been repressed, I think that's what's been creating the heaviest feeling of all. And now that all this is starting to come to the surface, and as you're starting to connect with what you're truly feeling, you're going to start healing without even trying to. And with the outcome here being the 8 of Cups, you're going to start to be able to release and to purge and to move away all these heavy energies that have been kind of surrounding you lately and that have been up, kind of pent up within you, If you've had shit bottled up, it's time to go ahead and pour everything out of the bottle. And I think it's going to make you feel so much better, so much more weightless, and it's going to be a fantastic time here for you. So I know some of y'all You might not be excited to hear that, or you might not be excited because it's like, oh, great, I get to feel my feelings. I know, but it's a good thing to get rid of them now and to get rid of all that intense ass energy now so that you can be weightless and more relaxed and more chill later on and be in a much more better space mentally too. So, Virgo, I think you didn't see a lot of these repressed emotions and feelings, but as they come to the surface, you'll be purging them out here. And when you do, you know, you're going to feel much better in the end. And I think that's the most important thing. All right. Excuse me once again, guys. Thank you very much. So with that all being said, that is all the zodiac signs here for today's daily reading. So let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Y'all, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you for coming out to today's daily reading. Really means a lot to me. Hope you guys had yourselves a fun and fantastic time. I want to apologize for today's technical difficulties. I apologize, even though there's not much I can do about it. Sorry, guys, you know that we were having internet issues earlier. My apologies that my cool ass camera just doesn't want to work right now. It's going to work the moment I stop going live, by the way. I know it. It's going to work the moment I stop going live, and I'm going to be like, oh, okay, cool. So either way, sorry for the technical difficulties today, but it was still fun to tune in and check, you know, to talk with you guys, to tune in and have a chat with y'all. I hope you had a fun time. Like I said earlier with the internet issues, as long as you guys could hear me clearly and you didn't miss a part of the reading, that's the most important thing. So, so far, everybody told me they got the messages. It didn't cut out or anything like that. So that's what I'm grateful for, so that you guys still can get the messages and then we don't have to go over anything again. So yeah, but either way, I appreciate y'all being here. I don't think anybody sent in any donations today. I'm not sure. If they did, I didn't see it, unfortunately. So if that's the case, thank you anyways. So for anybody who did potentially or has sent in donations today, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Helps out a lot more than you know. And if I happen to miss it, my apologies. All right. For anybody here who's new, if you fucks with the channel and you fuck with the vibe, come on down and subscribe, baby. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it, and I would, you know, I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. All right. If you want to check out my social medias, you can check out my Twitter and my Instagram. Of course, though, all of my social medias are in the description box below. So if you ever want to check out any other social medias that I use, and if you want to drop a follow, check the description box. You can feel free to see it. Okay. All right, everybody. Though, with that being said, one more update. I think we're going to be doing mid-monthlies, so stay tuned for that. Those are coming soon. I did, by the way, also upload all the zodiacs for a YouTube short series. If you haven't seen it already, it's basically like, you know, Aries, like here's what you should focus on in 2023. It's a 1-card tarot reading series. So if you guys want to check out that series, I uploaded all signs today. You can just go on my YouTube channel, navigate to where the shorts section is or the shorts tab is, and you can find your zodiac sign and see your 1-card tarot reading for what to focus on coming into the new year of 2023. Okay. By the way, Grace Gadsby, thank you for the 189. Appreciate that so much. Thank you. All right, everybody. With that being said, I think we're good with all the updates. Have a lovely and amazing rest of your day. Happy Tuesday to you all, and I will catch everybody in the next video. Y'all, much love. Take care, and I'll see you guys later. Later, everybody, and peace. Take care, y'all.